are doing their work, but the collective management organization collect their money, but they do not remit. So they collect 100%, but they remit only 10%. Meaning the people who are actually doing the work are not receiving their payment. So one of the policies that we are going to engage first, in fact, that should be a priority, is to ensure that we look at why are they retaining this money. They should be prosecuted. EACC and these people who are EACC and the DPP, we should all work together to ensure that any money that has been collected, if one is retaining, they should be able to release. Otherwise, it is not that they are not doing, they are doing a lot of work, but they are not getting paid for the work that they have done. The other proposal that I have is to engage the county governments, because most of the performances are done at the Kenya National Theatre, but we need to ensure that we have cultural days almost frequently in the counties, and they are organized the way you organize football teams. They should be, people should be engaging over the weekends. Artists are there, you pay, and then now from there they receive their pay. And that can only be done with the help and with coordination with the county governments.
Go to Millie Odhiambo.
Men are our husbands, and they are our fathers, and they are our brothers. They need to engage in income-generating activities. In the ministry, we have come. There is a program that is meant to engage the men. I have read somewhere to engage the men in income-generating activities, not to just wait for the women to go for chamas and then they come and beat them because they have money. The other thing they need to do is to involve the men in decision-making. You know, just like in the Bible, when Eve sinned, Adam was just quiet. Men need to come up, give their views. So we will be engaging them as we go, as we do these community-based projects, that we must have men giving their views. They should also register in cooperative societies, and then they borrow money, develop themselves, and ensure that they teach the boys to work hard from a very early stage. All these problems are coming because of patriarchy, because men believe they are not supposed to do much other than come in the evening and say, "Where is my food?" It is a high time they also get engaged.
Anna, you know, those are not correct statements. You also know that Eve made Adam make a wrong decision.
Mr. Speaker, he was quiet. The Bible says he was with her.
Eve made Adam make a wrong decision. But answer the question of Millie about... Yes.
Thank you.
Chairman, I want to bring to the attention of the nominee, even from the composition of this committee, you can see men are more than, they are working harder than women. There were more. Secondly, that statement you must withdraw because it's bordering gender-based violence.
I would like to, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll take you back to the 2/3 gender rule. That is where, that's why you are many.
Now, Millie also asked you, in case you find favor and become the minister, you go to West Africa, you see distinctly Nigerian attire, distinctly Ghanaian attire. You go to other places, same thing. What you think you need to do to define the Kenyan, that you see a Kenyan walking on the streets of Beijing and you say, this is not just an African, that's a Kenyan. That's what Emilia asked you.
Thank you, yes. Dress code, or rather dressing, you can't be able to say this is the kind of an attire that is acceptable, because we have several cultures. We have different cultures. We have Maasais with their culture, we have Kalenjins with their culture, we have Luos with their culture. I think what we can do for the time being, let's just put the flag on our head.
Yes, George.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, we will start wearing flags on our heads to distinguish ourselves as Kenyans out there. I think that would be very interesting.
Maybe before my brother here asks, just to help for purposes of the future, because I've been very observant, what you have said in just can actually work. Not necessarily by the flag. If you look at the Kalenjins, the Luos, the Kikuyus, they always, especially for the women, they have this sort of a variant of what I've modernized here. In Luo, it's called ligisa. And in Kikuyu, you have it. So women have it, these men have varied. What Jomo Kenyatta used to wear, what Oginga Odinga used to wear. So it used to be worn as a leadership thing, but we can change it and make it a fashion statement. The other thing is, whenever I go out of the country, I see anybody with Kikoi, they are always a Kenyan.
You have to answer that. Go on.
Thank you. I think we have had something on gender, culture, and arts. Let's do something on heritage. We have a lot that we have inherited from our past. But unfortunately, we haven't done much with it. If you ask anyone what we have from the past, they only think about Fort Jesus, which we got from the Portuguese. Otherwise, the rest of it, including where did we find the Turkana boy, origin of mankind, or where is that discovery that we had, where has it gone to, or Rusinga Highland, where our people from Uganda, the Abasuba, settled, all these ones. What do you intend to do as the CS in charge of heritage to ensure that we actually multiply the heritage features we have in the country with the sole purpose of revenue raising, tourism, and other attractions that are likely to be of benefit to the country?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the nominee. She mentioned that the gender desks at the police stations do not work, and she suggested they should be at the hospitals. I want her to tell us who is going to fund it, or is she expecting the police to be at the hospitals manning it? Because the gender desk at my police station is not manned, womaned by a lady officer, an inspector. So who do you, because you have said there are no funds available, who do you intend to put at the hospital? Yes, it may be a good idea, but who is going to run them, and is it going to be under the police? Secondly, our museums in Kenya, I believe they would be under you, under heritage. Our artifacts are non-existent in the museums which are in the country, and they are underfunded, our museums. What do you intend to do about them?
Ferdinand?
I think we may be repeating the same thing.
Then don't.
But what I'll do, Waziri, if you are going to be made a minister from our interviews now, is that first and foremost, you talked about marriages. I think I quite agree with you. But the whole thing is that we are losing our direction as Kenyans. For example, in my culture, we had this very old culture of circumcision in Luya land that was done culturally. Today, it's been read out. Now that was actually even Kalenjin. Today, most of the children now are going to the hospital to be circumcised, yeah, which is actually not what we had. So there's that Western influence